Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for a Global Experience Series Mexican cooking class. We're very thankful that you joined the International Relations Council on this very beautiful evening. So thanks for giving some of your time. For those who aren't familiar with the International Relations Council, we're a nonpartisan, apolitical organization that provides a platform for greater understanding of international topics and how they intersect with the Kansas City community. For those who don't know, my name is Evan Verplu. I'm the program manager at the IRC, and I'll be acting kind of as somewhat of a moderator in tonight's program, but I'm certainly not the main featured speaker. Tonight we have Chef Fernanda Reyes from Taconaco, KC, here in Overland Park. She is going to be preparing, originally I think it was planned a vegan taco, but she let me know that she wants to shift gears to prepare chiles en nogada tonight. So we very much hope that you will enjoy that. Thanks again so much for joining us this evening. The only thing I'll ask is throughout the program, if you would just mind keeping your microphone muted, certainly feel free to turn your camera on. It's nice to see everyone's face on the program, but unless you're asking a question, if you could just keep your microphone unmuted, that way we can avoid any interference throughout the program. If you have any questions, you can certainly feel free to use the chat or wait to unmute during the right time to ask your question. So without further ado, I will hand it over to Chef Fernanda. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys for being here. Like I say, look, I need my camarógrafo have problems. Now?
There we go.
Oh,
that's it.
Like Ivan said, we are Taconaco KC. I am the executive chef of Taconaco. Fernanda, nice to meet you to everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed this beautiful Zoom class that we are gonna have tonight. And yeah, I decided to change the recipe to the last minute because I think it's more fun. My chiles en nogada is something very Mexican and very traditional recipe. So I hope everyone enjoyed the recipe. And so far, I have all the ingredients here. I don't know if everyone can see. Well, let me explain something very fast. So chiles en nogada is a very traditional recipe from the center of Mexico. Start the tradition in Puebla, and it's basically poblano peppers, filling with ground beef, half ground beef and half pork, and a little bit of dried fruits and oleaginosas, ¿cómo se dice? And nuts. And then we top it with creamy walnut sauce. So I hope everyone like it. So here, so far we have all the ingredients. We are gonna use sugar, parsley, pomegranate seeds for top it the chile. For the filling or the stuffing, we are gonna use ground beef, half ground beef and half pork, and then we are gonna add white onions, garlic, romaine tomatoes. Of course, we are gonna need the poblano peppers. I have a few ones already here. Sharp. And or roasted, yeah. I have an electric stove, so I do that in the restaurant. What else we have? Well, the walnut, of course, that is the ingredient basic of the recipe. Then we have pecan nuts, a little bit of dried pineapples. The original recipe don't go with cranberries, but we just have a lot here in USA, and I all the time like to add that kind of flavor, and it's another dried fruit, so I think it's cool. Just use as well the ingredients that you can find in USA. And then we have black figs, papaya, sweet dry papaya, Turkish apricots. The original recipe goes with peach, but I don't found dry peach, so I use this one. And raisins. What else we have? Oh yeah, and then here we have, I cut a few things already for make everything easy, but here we have a plantain, pear, and apple. You can use wherever do you want. So you're gonna have a combination between sweet and salty, and then a little bit of the grease of the pork and the ground beef, and the spicy of the jalapeno, and then the creamy of the top of the salsa. So it's a pretty good recipe and combination. So if you want, we can turn around and we are gonna start. No, you move here. Sorry, my camera points you. So we're gonna start to do the filling. Right, it's filling, right? So I'm gonna turn on my stove. I should do this first. So yeah, I'm gonna put first the onion and the garlic, because you want very transparent the product first. I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil to the pan. Close to. So the idea is when this is good, we are gonna add all the onions. Sorry, we are live. So we are gonna add the onions and then just a little bit of salt and pepper all the time. And a little bit of black pepper. And we just leave this one cook. And then here we are gonna mix the meat. I'm gonna take the half of no, this is the pork. Ground pork. If you want, you can substitute this product for bacon. I really like bacon, and I think give a very nice flavor, but that is up to you. I try to make the recipe most close to the traditional recipe that we have. And then here as well, a little bit of salt and black pepper. So you want both meats together. And let me know if you have any questions when I'm doing this, or if you don't understand my English, because I'm from Mexico. So that is perfect. And then we can come here. We're gonna leave just to leave the onions to get transparent, to turn transparent. So this is gonna take around probably 1 to 2 minutes. It smells very good.
Is there something that you can do instead of meat to make it like a vegan?
Oh yeah, if you wanna, you can use. Well, right now they have like what is this thing that is like the Beyond burger that is not meat. So if someone is vegan, they can use I don't know, probably cabbage burger or quinoa. So use the same products or the same process that I'm doing, but instead use pork or ground beef, you can use quinoa or substitute the ground beef for quinoa. You have a vegetarian Chile Nogada taco. The only problem probably is gonna be with the salsa because it's not dairy free. I think now they have even probably they can use with coconut milk instead of regular milk or something like that. So right now I'm adding the meat. And basically we're just gonna move a little bit everything here.
I'm not supposed to use that on the stove, I forgot.
So we are gonna cover this and we are gonna cook very slow for around 20 minutes. And then we can come here and do the poblano peppers. So like I say, I don't have gas stove in my home, so we just have electric. So I burn,
Solid.
I char
Roasted.
the poblano peppers in the restaurant. So the idea is, if you char, you are gonna have this little skin out, and all the time when you char, after you char, you put the poblano peppers inside the bag, so it's gonna sweat. You just can leave for 2 or 3 minutes, and after that you just remove the peel or the skin. Sorry, you peel the skin of the poblano pepper. You can use sometimes some people use a bowl with a little bit of butter, so that is easier to peel it. The idea is you want to remove all this skin of the poblano pepper. Some people stuff the poblanos without doing this process. Don't do that because it's very hard. And I like to remove all the time the seeds because you don't want very spicy, and some people don't eat it very spicy. So as you can see, this is a raw poblano, and it's very hard, even in for eat and crunchy. And when it's cooked, it's more softy and it's more, you can management more the product and open. So the idea is you open, and then you put the stuff in here, and then you just prepare your recipe. So we are gonna leave one here. No one is making question because I can see the chat.
Are we gonna get recipes later?
Oh, yeah, sure. I can send by email or write one recipe, the recipe, or you can take your notes right now. So we are gonna do the same process with this other poblano pepper, and we're missing another one, and basically we are done with this. just be patient with the chiles because sometimes they open a lot and you don't want too many holes because then the stuffing is gonna Alice, come out from different places. So you all the time you want to be very gentle and just have one little hole here. Save this here. That happened. Let me change this part because I really don't like this. So this is how it's turned the meat. So right now we have what, 5 minutes that was already here. And as you can see, it's almost ready. So I just like to punch.
Yeah,
Like
mix it up.
Mix, yeah. All the ground beef and breaking apart. So we have the same consistency and pieces of the meat, no? So now, when it's almost ready, I like to add tomato paste. Doesn't matter what kind of tomato sauce or tomato paste you use, it's just for deep flavor. And at the same time, I add the romaine, Roma tomatoes. You can use another kind of tomatoes. I just like this one because I think because they are more small, they have more flavor and they are more sweet. So, but again, whatever do you have in your home can work. This is one of the close recipes that we have. And then I'm gonna add sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, clove, everything in powder, and that's it. So clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and sugar. So don't be scared about the quantity of the sugar because this recipe, again, sweet and sour. So it's gonna take you about 1, 2, 3 spoons of salt. Sorry, sugar. Yeah.
No salt.
No salt, sugar. And then just a little bit of cinnamon. Don't go crazy. This is just for give a little bit of flavor. And the nutmeg is up to you. You can use the whole grain and then just and just shredder. I'm gonna remove the other one that goes there. Or if you want, you can buy just in powder and add it as well, whatever that is easy for you. This one escaped, so just remove that one. And then we move it. And we are gonna leave there for another 10 minutes. So what is gonna happen here? The sugar is gonna turn caramel. No caramel, but yeah, it's gonna caramelize everything. You want to incorporate all the flavors here. And all the time is very important that low the temperature here at this point and just check very constantly your meat. So we cover again, and again, I load the temperature. So let's keep it very low, and we are gonna leave there for another 10 minutes. So this is the most important part of the recipe. I think the protagonista,
The protagonist.
protagonist of the telenovela. Yeah, the soap opera. No, the recipe. So the salsa. And the salsa is very simple. So you want, most of the time the recipe, they use a very like region or regional cheese. As you know, we are in Kansas and we don't have like queso from Puebla. So I just try to use a very creamy cheese. In this case, I'm gonna use a Philadelphia or queso crema or cream cheese. And I don't know how much it is. So 8 ounces of cheese. You can do in your blend, in your food process. Works as well, just with a butter if you want. And then this is 4 ounces of goat cheese. In Puebla, they have a region that, or a small town that they do cheese, chipilo. And they're so good and so delicious. So most of the time they have a very good goat cheese. So that's why I'm adding the goat cheese there. And then a little bit of sour cream. Doesn't matter the brand. Only this is 1 quarter of sour cream. And I'm gonna have here just a heavy cream or keep that consistent to my salsa, because you don't want too runny and you don't want too thick. Why? Because this recipe serves room temperature. That means that it's cold, but the filling is hot, but the salsa is cold. So when you eat it, it's not 100% like super hot, it's warm or room temperature, the way that they serve the chiles en nogada, at least in Mexico. And another thing that I want to say, sometimes they do, ¿cómo se dice capeado? No, it's like a batter that we do with eggs, like a chile rellenos, and we put the egg batter and then we fry the chile. Sometimes they do like that. The tradition recipe of Puebla is without butter, but some people have like a different opinions about that. Okay, so here when we add this, we are gonna add a little bit of Oporto wine or cherry wine if you have whatever. You have, this is gonna give just a little bit of flavor. And again, a little bit of nutmeg, clove, cinnamon. And the original recipe goes with walnuts. That's why they come the name of chiles en nogada. Nogada in Spanish words means the walnut tree. It's the name that they give to the walnut tree. So I'm gonna put the half of the walnuts. And I like to use pecan as well. So I'm gonna do half of pecan nuts as well. But if you want, again, you just can use the walnuts. And then we just cover here. Turn probably. So it's gonna start when you add the walnuts. It's gonna start to get thick. So that's why you need the heavy cream. So we add a little bit of heavy cream. Cover again. Yeah, let's mix it up. I think I put too much. No, the cream cheese is perfect. But I think I put in the beginning the cream cheese. Let's try again. Let's add more heavy cream. So as you can see, it starts to get thick. That's why it's very important all the time remove and add the quantity of so that consistency is perfect. And I like to use heavy cream because it's gonna give as well creaminess. Yes, of your salsa. You see how sexy and thick it is. And I'm gonna add 1 spoon of sugar. I like sweet, so 1.5. But that is up to you. If you are very, very healthy, just do Splenda or something like that. But believe me, sweet is better. At least in this recipe. So now the salsa is ready. And we can try it. It's missing more salt, sugar. So I'm gonna add another 2 spoons of sugar. Oh, sorry about that. Let me try again. Now it's super sexy. Definitely you need to add the how much it was? Four spoons of sugar for half the flavor that you expect. And then do you see now how this beautiful stuffing changed the color? It's not completely bright red, it's more dark for the sugar. At this point, we are gonna add all the dried fruits. It's a little bit. So we have there the pineapple dried, a little bit of cranberries. The papaya. They use biznaga for this recipe. That is the fruit of the agave. But, ¿cómo se dice? It's extinto. It's extinct, so we can find, yeah, it's very hard to find. And we don't want to use it, so we're just gonna use all the fruits. Oh, sorry. So I add the apricots, the raisins, the papaya. What else was here? The cranberries and the pineapple. Is missing the figs. And I think that's it. A little bit of almonds here. You don't need to toast this because it's very juicy, so it's pointless to toast the almonds. So we mix it. And this recipe is very traditional in Mexico to serve in the Independence month, that is in September, because have the colors of the Mexican flag. You're gonna see in a minute, but it's basically the green, the white, and the red. Here I have the pears already cut, the plátano macho or plantain. Just mix everything. Why I like to add the fruits in the end, because I don't want to make a puree. So I want that my fruits is crispy and everyone can feel every bite of the stuffing. And here is a little bit of apples. But here in Kansas, they have a great, magnificent apples. So we just mix it a little bit. We try it. You need to try it. So you can feel the beef is almost like how you can describe these flavors. It's not spicy. It's more like sweet. It's like the stuffing for Thanksgiving, right? Like with the turkey and everything. So very good.
More tropical flavor to it.
And sweet.
Yeah.
Because you can feel that's the sugar of the dry fruit, but at the same time you feel the refresh. My camarographer wants to try.
Gotta try it.
The refresh flavors of the fresh fruit, that is the apples, the pear, and the plantain. So basically, we leave this cook. We higher a little bit the heat, and we leave for 2 minutes. And we can start the plate.
All right. So we're gonna.
Yep. And we just take a little bit of this. I have a bit. So you just take a little bit of the stuffing, and of course you put inside the chili. Teaspoon, and try to don't put too much of the juice, because you don't want to see the combination of the juice and the white salsa. So when this is ready, we just turn and we leave it here for a few seconds or minutes. I'm gonna chop a little bit of parsley. So you just need to chop parsley very fine. And then you can use whatever plate that you want. I just have this in my home, so I decided to use. So you put the plate, the chili in the middle. you are gonna add this sexy salsa that we just do it here. And I want that everyone see how creamy it is. So with 1 spoon is more than enough. You just want to. So you have the white, and then we are gonna add the green, that is the parsley, and at the end, we are gonna add the pomegranate seed. That this gives, oh my God, so sexy and delicious flavor because it's gonna pop in your mouth when you eat it. And there you have chiles en nogada. Oh, yeah, sure. You want to leave?
No, I just wanted to see what it looks like when you cut it in half.
Okay, so my camarógrafo said that he wants to cut it, so I'm gonna cut it. So, so that's it. I hope everyone enjoyed the recipe, and thank you.
Yeah. Well, it certainly looks amazing. The only trouble about doing these over Zoom is that no one gets gets to taste it. But if possible, I think we had a few people asking for like the recipe written out. So if you did have the chance to potentially send that to me, I can send that out to the rest of. That would be wonderful. Then we had a question here from Zareen. She asked, what kind of pot were you using? Is that a ceramic pot, and what brand, if you're willing to share
Just
that?
Le Creuset. Yeah, it's ceramic.
Yeah. And then she also said there was a nice knife laying there. Is that a Gayoto Japanese knife?
This one is Shin, yeah. You can find in Bad Bed and Beyond, and all the time they have a very nice discounts there. Because if you go to the web page, I mean, they have nice too there, but they never get low the prices. And I don't know why, but Bed Bath and Beyond all the time they have a very good prices. So most of the time I buy my knives there, Shun and Google.
Gotcha. Great. Does anyone have any final questions before we sign off for the evening? Well, it looks like.
For some reason, I'm just really hungry.
Yeah.
So all the time,
What should I do?
like I say, this is it's like the mole. You all the time serve this dish when it's like a Mexican party or tradition or something to celebrate. Most of the time, it's in September that is the independence party for Mexicans. It's not Cinco de Mayo. So all the time they pairing this chile en nogada with white wine, or with one Sauvignon Blanc could be very good. So you can have the citric, and you kill all the creaminess and the sweet part of the chile.
Awesome.
So how spicy is this dish? Is it a little bit spicy?
The poblano pepper, like any chili, depends. You never know how spicy it could be. Sometimes even in the poblanos are sweet. It's almost like a green bell pepper. Everything depends about the season, how they cultivate. To be honest, this one I don't try, so I really don't know. It's very, ¿cómo se podría decir?
It varies.
Yeah.
It varies with season.
This one is good.
Yeah.
In my experience, at least here in Kansas, all the poblano peppers that I buy all the time, they're not spicy. And one thing that helps a lot is remove the seeds. and the veins, venas,
Yeah.
because there is where do you have the spiciness of the capsaicina, that is in English,
Capsaicin.
capsaicin. That is what gives the spicy of the chilies.
Wonderful, wonderful. Any final questions from anybody? If not, thank you so much, Chef, for taking the time to do this tonight.
Someone is here in Kansas, go and visit us, 8220 Metcalf Avenue. We don't do chiles and Nogada, but we have tacos, and in Independence Day we have a taco with chile and Nogada that is one of the best sellers that month. So yeah, go and visit us.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll follow up via email with the recording and the recipe. But enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. We hope to see you on a future IRC program. And thank you again.
Have a wonderful night.
Good night.